So guys, we got about 4.6 miles, 4.8 miles to the shelter where I'm gonna have lunch. That's about 10-ish miles into the hike for today. And then I'm gonna have lunch break there. Try to get there before 12. I should be able to do that. Take a 30-minute break there, maybe even longer since I have time. And then push on the next 10 point something miles on over to Loco Shelter, which I think I'm going to spend the night on at. So yeah, see a double blaze there. So it goes off into the woods here on the right. Let's see. There's a blaze right down there, so yeah, go through this burned area. You can see this whole area has some sections of burns. It's a little sad, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright guys, over and out. So that's looking southbound, and the trail just goes along this beautiful creek here. And it's a very easy trail. Alright, over and out. I don't know if it's going to come off too well in the video. You can see where they started a fire line here, I'm guessing. Or maybe the trail itself stopped it, but I doubt it. You can see two different worlds on each side of the trail. Alright guys, over. The burn section was just on the left, but now it's on the right as well. As you have a brief little climb, and you come up over into this open field here, and it goes right across, it looks like, across this Forest Service road, and you'll see a stick with a marker on it right across. Very cool. Alright guys, you come to the lake here. I think it's, oh, I forgot the name, Coleman Lake maybe? I'll put the name in the description. But you see a bunch of kayakers out there. Or canoers, I should say, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know the difference. Very cool. Alright guys, over and out. It's called Sweetwater Lake. And it says, I am there. Trail. Looks like a trail goes down and follows the lake. But the Pinhoti goes up to your left here. So yeah, there's a trail that follows along the lake here, but you're gonna go up and to the right, to the left, up to the left, and just follow the blue blazes. Here's a cool one. Someone painted. You can't see it. Someone painted the Pinhoti blaze on top of the blue blaze. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, you'll see a lake and a big parking area to your right. Alright, over and out. trail here across this road that I'm assuming feeds that parking lot down there. Probably could get a passenger car down here, but it looks a little rough. The trail continues on. Alright, over and out. On to Laurel Shelter. There's a creek right before it, which I guess is the water source. And it's, from what I heard, it's immediately before it. So my plan will be to put on my Crocs, ford it, even if I don't have to, just so I could enjoy the cold water on my feet, and that it beats back some of the inflammation, and then just hiking the Crocs to the shelter. And that way I already have my Crocs off. I don't have to take off my boots to let my feet dry while I'll have lunch. Maybe refill on some water at the creek as well. Alright, over and out. I've been going through this open, burned area for quite some time. You'll see a bunch of blue splashes everywhere, and it's a little hard to follow the trail in this section, so just be a little careful. I think I'm getting out of it though. But we'll see. Hopefully a half a mile from the shelter. I'm starving. My pace has slowed down to a crawl because I'm starving. Alright, over. Alright guys, I've been here about 50 minutes now. So yeah, this is the creek crossing immediately before the shelter. I mean, it's immediately before, so if you got Crocs on and this is going to be like a good lunch place for you, or if you're ending the day, put your Crocs on, ford it, let that cold water beat back some of that inflammation. It'll feel good on your feet. You can rock hop it. It's a little tricky, but you could probably do it. But yeah, so you come across and you could already see the shelter, the outline of the shelter. It's 100 feet from the creek crossing, and it's a nice big shelter. But this is where I stopped to have lunch. There were some guys here. We hung out for a little bit. Trail goes up towards the left, 10 miles to the goal for today. So if I could do 10 miles in 4.5 hours, 5 hours, I'll be good. It's about 12:45. There's the shelter. Alright. So yeah guys, leaving the shelter. Trail goes off to your left. And you can see here, Coleman Trailhead, 4 miles. Hopefully I'll at least get there before I need my next break. Local Shelter, which is where I'm going for the night. It's 10 miles from here. Alright, so I'm a halfway point. Alright, over and out. Thought I smelled smoke. That tree is still burning in this area. This is so sad. About a half a mile from the shelter, you got another creek crossing here. Small one, you can rock hop it easily. Alright. Alright guys. So the trail crosses this road here. Paved road. Laurel Shelter is 1.5 miles. Yeah, that sounds about right. And it goes right across. Local is the goal today. Alright, over and out. So guys, you have Shoal Creek Church here on your right. On we go. Alright guys, over and out. Alright guys, shortly leaving Shoal Creek Church. Across this gravel road here. Go directly across. Alright. Over and out. Alright guys, not 5 minutes from that road, you come to the lake here. You'll start to see it through the woods. They missed a turn right now. And the trailhead should be coming up fairly shortly. Alright, over and out, and there's a bridge right there I can see. Alright, over. Alright guys, so the trail comes from that way. There's this nice little boardwalk that goes across the lake. Don't go right, keep going straight. I saw it blaze down further down on the tree, so you don't actually go down to the boardwalk. Alright, over and out. Alright guys, there's a parking area right up there. We've made it to Coleman Lake Trailhead. I guess there's a side trail to the trailhead. We're gonna keep going. Alright, over and out. So from the trailhead shortly after, the trail crosses over this road, paved road. I'm gonna take a little break here. First convenient spot. Get a little bit of water, maybe a snack, figure out how much further I have to go. Looking at the sign, it says 7 more miles, which is an exaggeration because I know it's about 6. Alright, over. Alright guys, so trail crosses over Forest Service Road 500, and you enter this new pine forest, it looks like. Alright, over and out. Alright guys, the trail goes over and across this old forest road. Continues on. Alright, over and out. Alright guys, so you start to climb just a tad, and then you start to come to a maze of little trails. I think I see a blue blaze up there. I see blazes down there. I see little signs with arrows. So I'm about 5 miles away from the shelter. There it is. Yeah, and you just go straight across, ignore all the other side trails and everything else. I took a substantially longer break than I should have with that forest road crossing, but we're now descending into Chimpmunk Canyon, I believe it's called. And we're going to be crossing through it for the next 2 miles, 1.7, 1.8. So yeah, apparently it's a real pretty place. So I got a creek crossing here, and then there's within the next like 1.6 miles, there's just a bunch of campsites, so it's real pretty in the canyon. So it'll be fun to go check it out. Alright, over and out. Here's a little spring crossing. First good water I've seen in quite some time. I think I might fill up here. Alright, over and out. Place is really cool. You're in between these two mountains and a gully below and a canyon below. I guess that's why it's called Shoal Canyon. And the trail's pretty rugged in this area, but not too bad. It's just rugged in comparison to what has been the absolute joy to hike. Basically from Adams Gap to this point. The trail's been very easy, but it follows through the canyon. It looks like it's going to follow this creek the whole way. So yeah, onwards.